Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we have everything about the latest happenings with the Golden State Warriors, so get ready to stay on top of everything. But before we start, make sure to leave that like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to not miss any updates. Now, let's get to the video. The Golden State Warriors are in a crucial phase of the season, and fans can't stop speculating about what the future holds for the team. The anticipation is palpable, with rumors about possible moves in the market and the return of one of the greatest names in the franchise's history, Kevin Durant. Durant's return to the Warriors isn't just an interesting possibility, it's an idea that could shift the balance of the NBA, and that's why we're talking about the latest updates that have been shaking up the Bay Area and the basketball world. After leaving the Warriors in 2019, Durant spent some significant time with the Brooklyn Nets and is now with the Phoenix Suns. His journey has been filled with great accomplishments but also controversial moments. However, things might be about to change. Sources indicate that the Warriors are willing to offer Durant a 4-year contract, reigniting discussions about the potential impact this move could have on the franchise and the league as a whole. A return to Golden State wouldn't just be a reunion with success, but a chance to relive the unique chemistry he shared with Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and other team members. For many, this is the Warriors' chance to secure another title, further solidifying their dynasty. Durant's time with the Warriors was extremely successful. During the 2 championships the team won in 2017 and 2018, Durant was a key figure. Not only was he named Finals MVP twice, but his scoring ability, versatility, and impact on both offense and defense made him one of the most valuable players in the NBA. His return to Golden State could revive this winning formula, something many believe is the key to another title. Additionally, his ability to create plays for himself and others would be a significant addition to a team already filled with stars. The big appeal of Durant's return, however, goes beyond simply wanting to reunite with old friends. The idea of working alongside Curry and Green once again could reignite that synergy that helped the team reach unimaginable heights in recent years. Durant has always been a player who shines when surrounded by other talents, and with a team like the Warriors, he would once again have the chance to thrive in a highly efficient, collectivist system. But of course, like any big move, this potential transaction doesn't come without challenges. Durant has a history of injuries that worry many, especially the serious Achilles tendon injury he suffered during the 2019 finals. Even so, his recent performance, especially with the Phoenix Suns, proved that he is still one of the best players in the league. The question is, will he be able to maintain the level of performance required for a few more years? Durant is in his 30s, but his ability to dominate the court and score in all aspects of the game shows that he still has a lot to offer. With the possibility of Durant returning, the Warriors team would become even more intriguing. The chemistry with the veterans on the team would be a determining factor, as Durant shared several successful seasons with Curry and Green, creating a connection that many consider difficult to replicate anywhere else in the league. Durant's presence on the Warriors would be a paradigm shift. His competitive mindset and focus on improving every aspect of his game make him a perfect fit for Golden State's philosophy, which values dedication, teamwork, and excellence. If Durant returned to the Warriors, his experience in clutch moments would be a huge advantage. During his time with the team, he was crucial in the finals, leading the team in points and critical defensive plays, proving to be a player who doesn't shy away from pressure. His ability to score in crucial moments could be the deciding factor in the playoffs, where calm and precision are essential. Additionally, his offensive versatility, which allows him to play in various ways on the court, would be key to the Warriors' dynamic playing style. Another significant advantage that Durant would bring is his defensive contribution. He has the ability to defend multiple positions, a characteristic that fits well with the Warriors' defensive system. With his shot-blocking skills and ability to guard the opposing team's best players, Durant could ease the defensive load for other players and give the team more flexibility in how they organize on the court. Simply having Durant in the team could change the dynamics, making the Warriors even more unbeatable in the later stages of the season. If he joins the team, Alongside Curry and Green, the Warriors could once again become one of the most powerful forces in the league, capable of competing on equal footing with any other franchise. The question, however, is whether the team is willing to take the risk of Durant's injuries or if the focus will be on other reinforcements. Now, while all eyes are on Durant, another situation with the Golden State Warriors is also drawing a lot of attention. After a season full of ups and downs, the Warriors seem to have finally found their rhythm. The team has won 11 games and lost only 2, and with the addition of Jimmy Butler, this number becomes even more impressive. 11 wins and just 1 loss. The team that once seemed lost in the playoff race is now presenting itself as a real threat to the Western Conference title, and as if that weren't enough, the return of Jonathan Kuminga adds even more excitement to the situation. Kuminga, who was out for over 2 months due to an ankle injury, is back and ready to rejoin the team. The impact of Kuminga on the court will be crucial for the Warriors, as he has the ability to change the game with his energy and skill. The big question, however, is, will Kuminga be able to reintegrate quickly and return to the level he was at before his injury? Coach Steve Kerr has already started planning to ensure that Kuminga's reintegration doesn't destabilize the team's chemistry, which is essential, as the team has found good synergy in recent games. If Kuminga can adapt quickly to the Warriors' pace, he could be a real game-changer in the playoffs. His ability to play both offensively and defensively, with his versatility and explosiveness, makes him a key piece for this team. Additionally, his presence could alleviate some of the pressure on Curry, who has been carrying the offensive load alone at times. With Kuminga, the Warriors could finally achieve the ideal balance, something essential to being competitive in the final rounds of the season. The current situation of the Golden State Warriors is changing rapidly and shaping up in a quite interesting way for the future of the team. The Warriors' dynamic, which has always been marked by ball movement, speed, and explosive offensive play, is now undergoing strategic adjustments with the arrival of Jimmy Butler and the imminent return of Jonathan Kuminga. With a winning mentality and constant evolution of his skills, Kuminga has become a key player for the team, which counts on him to further enhance their playoff chances. Kuminga's impact is not limited to his ability to score. The young player has proven to be a versatile defender, capable of guarding different types of opponents, which is extremely valuable for the Warriors. His return offers Steve Kerr a new option to strengthen the defensive side of the team, an area that, although improved in recent years, still requires refinement to compete on equal terms against teams like the Denver Nuggets and the Milwaukee Bucks. Kuminga has shown, from the start of his career, that he possesses immense defensive potential, and his ability to play different positions allows Kerr to explore various tactical combinations without losing consistency. With Kuminga's return, the big challenge will be getting him to fit well into the Warriors' system, especially considering the rise of Jimmy Butler, who has already brought a new dynamic to the team with his strong defensive presence and ability to close games. The integration of Kuminga should be done cautiously, as the team has already found good rhythm with Butler, Curry, and Green. Kerr's experience in managing egos and adjusting the playing style to fit different players will be crucial. To achieve this, careful management of minutes will be necessary to maintain team balance without overloading anyone, especially Curry, who has been the main contributor to the Warriors' offensive success throughout the season. The addition of a traditional center like Jakob Poeltl has the potential to add another layer to the Golden State strategy. As mentioned before, the fragility of the paint has been a concern for the Warriors, especially after the loss to the Detroit Pistons, where the lack of a dominant presence in the paint was exposed. Poeltl is a player who can effectively solve this problem. He is not only a good rim protector, but also an elite rebounder and an excellent finisher in the paint. His ability to protect the basket and secure offensive rebounds would be a great asset for the team, which relies so much on the space created by ball movement for its shooters. However, the central question will be whether Golden State is willing to make the necessary trade to acquire Poeltl without hurting the depth of the roster. The inclusion of a dominant center like Poeltl could be a game-changer for the Warriors, especially in the playoffs, where a physical presence in the paint can make all the difference against teams with powerful centers like Nikola Jokic of the Nuggets or Anthony Davis of the Lakers. A center capable of dominating the paint would not only strengthen Golden State's defense, but could also provide more offensive options, particularly in pick-and-roll plays with Curry, who is a master of this type of play. Poeltl could be the perfect balance between the Warriors' fast-paced style of play and the need for a physical presence in the paint, making him a valuable asset for Steve Kerr. However, as is often the case with trades, the decision to sacrifice Moses Moody, a young player with immense potential, is not something the Warriors' front office would take lightly. Moody has shown himself to be a promising player, with great growth potential within the Warriors system, and his development potential could be very important in the long term. However, the desire to win now, not just in the future, may prompt the franchise to make a trade that, while a short-term sacrifice, would offer a real chance to win the title this season. Balancing the present and future is always a difficult task for a winning franchise like the Golden State Warriors. With Kuminga and Poeltl fitting into the team, Golden State would become even more competitive. The depth of their roster would become immeasurable, allowing Kerr to create dynamic lineups capable of adapting to any situation during the playoffs. With Curry, Butler, Green, Kuminga, and Poeltl, the Warriors would have a team capable of competing in all areas of the game. However, this would require an adaptation in the playing style, with Kerr possibly making adjustments to the small ball that has been the Warriors' trademark in recent years. The inclusion of a traditional center would shift the focus to a more balanced game, with a presence in the paint and a stronger defense, without sacrificing the speed and long-distance shooting that have defined the Warriors' success. However, this change in style, although interesting, is not simple. The Warriors would need to adapt quickly to the new setup, and transitions between different playing styles must be well planned to avoid destabilizing the team. Kerr's system, based on ball movement, has been effective in recent years, and there is no guarantee that a drastic change in playing style would bring immediate results. Therefore, Kerr's flexibility and ability to adapt his tactics to different types of opponents will be key to the success of this new formation. But there remains the issue of the small ball style, which has been the Warriors' identity in recent years. Will Kerr continue to bet on this style, with players like Green and Kuminga alternating in more physical positions, or will he change his philosophy to incorporate more big men like Poeltl? This will depend on several factors, such as Kuminga's evolution, Butler's adaptation, and the Warriors' flexibility in playing with more presence in the paint. While small ball has been effective, the NBA has evolved to include more teams that focus on a dominant presence in the paint, which could force the Warriors to reconsider their game strategy. In the end, the future of the Golden State Warriors is uncertain, but very exciting. The return of Jonathan Kuminga, combined with the potential arrival of Jakob Poeltl, creates a unique opportunity for the Warriors to build a balanced team capable of competing with any opponent. The key will be maintaining the team's chemistry intact, adjusting the pieces correctly, and finding the balance between game speed and presence in the paint. As the Golden State Warriors prepare for what promises to be a pivotal season, the challenges are far from simple. The arrival of a heavyweight player like Jimmy Butler, combined with the potential integration of Kuminga and Poeltl, raises the question of how these strategic moves will reflect on the on-court dynamics, especially when the team faces the most powerful franchises in the league. With Jimmy Butler's ability to be decisive in critical moments and the solid defense he brings, the Warriors undoubtedly have one of the best defensive weapons in the entire NBA. However, this transition to a more balanced and physically imposing team does not come without challenges. The Warriors' small ball philosophy has been their trademark, and the introduction of a center like Poeltl would represent a significant change to Golden State's game. The team, already known for its ball movement and lethal perimeter shooting, would have more options in the paint, something that, in the long run, could make all the difference when facing teams that excel in physical presence, such as the Milwaukee Bucks and the Denver Nuggets. However, with more options in the paint, the biggest risk will be altering the fast-paced rhythm of the game. The Warriors have always been a team that stood out for its speed, quick transitions, and long-distance shooting accuracy. Incorporating a traditional center like Poeltl may require adjustments to the game system, particularly in terms of how the ball is distributed and the style of attack. Still, the possibility of having a player like Poeltl on the team, known for his consistency in rebounding and his defensive presence, would make the team more balanced at both ends of the floor. This balance could be key to ensuring that the Warriors not only survive in the playoffs, but become even more dominant. However, transitioning from a spaced-out game to one more centered around a robust paint presence would require Kerr to implement new strategies that incorporate both fast movement and paint presence. Furthermore, one of the big advantages of having Kuminga back on the team is the depth and versatility he brings. It is no secret that the NBA has increasingly become a league of versatility, where players capable of playing multiple roles can be a huge advantage. Kuminga excels precisely in this area, being able to play both as a forward and a power forward, and his defense, which has developed with each season, makes him a valuable talent for the Warriors. His ability to guard different types of opponents, either as the primary defender or in a more aggressive role as a point marker, is one of the great advantages Kerr has at his disposal. Additionally, Kuminga brings an emotional and motivational factor to the team. He is young, energized, and doesn't carry the weight of past titles or a history of injuries. This can be a huge advantage in more tense games, where the extra energy of a young and determined player can inspire the whole team. The combination of Kuminga's offensive talent and defense could be key to keeping the Warriors competitive in high-pressure moments, as was the case with other great NBA teams, such as the 2019 Toronto Raptors, who relied on the energy of young players like Pascal Siakam to secure their title. Speaking of defensive issues, the Warriors are well aware of the importance of strengthening this area to win another NBA title. In the last playoffs, even though the team had an explosive offense, there were moments when the defense showed vulnerability, especially in battles against teams that play in the paint, such as the aforementioned Nuggets and Bucks. The arrival of Poeltl would be a game-changer, allowing the Warriors not only to withstand the pressure from teams with dominant centers, but also to create difficulties for those teams, who would no longer be dealing with a defense solely focused on the perimeter. Still, Poeltl, while being an excellent defender in the paint, would need to adapt to the Warriors' playing style, especially when it comes to his mobility and agility to cover the fast transitions that the Golden State team loves to exploit. The big question will be whether he can maintain defensive aggressiveness without losing his ability to adapt to the quick switches and tactical demands that the NBA places on modern centers. Poeltl's success would depend not only on his skills, but also on how Kerr would utilize him within his system. And speaking of Steve Kerr, his role during this adaptation phase cannot be underestimated. The Warriors' coach is one of the most respected in the NBA, having transformed the team into one of the most successful in the league's recent history. However, with the new roster, Kerr will have to deal with a series of difficult decisions, such as court minutes and the integration of new pieces. How will he balance the team to maintain the dynamic playing style that took the Warriors to the top, while incorporating new tactical concepts to adjust to a stronger paint game? Furthermore, how will he manage the team's chemistry, with players like Curry, Green, and Butler already establishing a strong on-court relationship? Kerr's ability to solve these issues while keeping all the players engaged and satisfied with their roles will be one of the biggest challenges and key points for the team's success. Finally, the 2025 season for the Golden State Warriors will not only be about individual talent, but also about how the team will adapt and evolve collectively. The balance between offense and defense, the continuity of Steve Kerr's work, and the full utilization of their most talented players, such as Curry, Green, and Butler, will be crucial for the Warriors to continue their quest for another NBA title. Whether it's Kuminga solidifying his position, Poeltl providing presence in the paint, or any other strategic addition the franchise makes, the Warriors will have to be ready for the biggest challenges of the season. The league is more competitive than ever, and for Golden State to remain among the favorites, It will take more than just the best long-range shooters. It will require careful adaptation, solid defense, and, of course, the magic that only a team like the Warriors can create. Kai returned to the court with an impressive performance, reaffirming his status as one of the most promising talents in Asian basketball. In a recent game against Kyoto, he delivered a spectacular performance, scoring 20 points, grabbing 4 rebounds, and dishing out 3 assists. These numbers not only stand out in the stats, but also showcase the constant evolution of a player who becomes more complete with each game. From the first minute, it was clear he was ready to shine. Combining height, agility, and technical skills, he dominated the paint, leaving opposing defenders without answers. His mid-range shots were sharp, a reflection of the continuous effort he dedicates to improving his game. Moreover, his court vision became evident in decisive moments, distributing assists and connecting his teammates in important plays. When the game reached its most tense moments, Kai took responsibility, showing leadership and composure. In the third quarter, he made a memorable play by dribbling past 2 defenders, converting a crucial basket, and hitting the free throw after being fouled. Plays like this not only excite the crowd, but also highlight his ability to perform under pressure, a key trait for any player with ambitions of reaching the NBA. His fans have plenty of reasons to be excited. Kai is about to hit historic milestones in the B-League. With just 76 points remaining to reach 1,000 career points, he is approaching a select group of players known for their offensive consistency. Additionally, he has already surpassed 500 rebounds, establishing himself as a dominant presence in the paint on both offense and defense. He not only protects the painted area with authority, but also creates crucial second-chance opportunities for his team. Another important achievement is nearing. He is just 4 assists away from reaching 100 assists in the league. This reinforces his ability to create opportunities and involve his teammates in strategic plays. These numbers directly reflect the impact Kai brings to the court. His combination of imposing physicality, technical ability, and tactical intelligence makes him one of the most complete players in the league. Every point, rebound, and assist brings him closer not only to records but also to the dream of playing in the NBA. His performance has caught the attention of analysts and commentators who already consider him a player capable of raising the competitive level of the B-League. Comparisons with great past big men are starting to emerge, highlighting his potential to leave a legacy in international basketball. But for Kai, more than statistics or records, the important thing is to keep evolving and making his mark in every game. Kai Sotto's future has been one of the most debated topics among fans and experts, and one of the most mentioned destinations for him in the NBA is the Golden State Warriors. The franchise's fans have already started a campaign on social media asking for his signing, believing he could be the missing piece to strengthen the team. The Warriors are known for their fast and dynamic style of play, with an emphasis on long-distance shooting and constant movement. However, one of the team's weak points has been the lack of a dominant presence in the paint, someone who can protect the defensive area, grab rebounds, and bring balance to the team. Kai fits exactly that profile. His impressive height and game-reading ability are characteristics that could transform the Warriors' performance. Moreover, his international experience, facing different styles of basketball around the world, makes him an interesting prospect for a franchise looking to refresh its roster without sacrificing competitiveness. For the Warriors, signing Kai would represent a low-risk, high-potential move. He has already demonstrated his ability to contribute both defensively and offensively, being an efficient finisher near the basket and constantly improving his mid-range shot. Combining this with his competitive mindset and dedication to improvement, he would fit well into the team's system. The fans are excited about this possibility, knowing that players with Kai's skill set and potential are rare. For many, he could be exactly what the team needs to get back to competing for the top spot in the NBA. If you like the content, leave a like to support the channel and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything about the Warriors. Thanks, and see you in the next video.